So a lot of people misunderstand KoH Amp. To start off, we have to understand the nature of Enma. Enma's unique ability forcefully emits its wielder's Ryo. The more Ryo released, the more it cuts. This was stated by the blacksmith who gave Zoro Enma. Zoro manages to suppress Enma while training with the sword, to prevent it from sucking too much Ryo. This limits its cutting power, but offers greater haki control for long fights. This is consistent with Zoro's statement on Rooftop, in which he first engaged Kaido with Killer, and failed to cut Kaido. He then says, "I have to unleash this Enma a bit more," which implies he let more Ryo be emitted during his Dragon Blaze technique, which later allowed him to spook Big Mom and Kaido. He later released the sword a little more, as Tatsumaki has naturally weaker AP than an Onigiri, but the Tatsumaki still managed to cut Kaido. Later we see Zoro's true conch coating technique, which is Ashura. He has the aura coating bonus of amped combat speed, combat power, and Duraneg, as he was able to clash with hybrid Kaido while also having at least 20 broken bones. Zoro even outpaced and permanently scarred Kaido. However, this power-up had nothing to do with Enma emitting Zoro's Ryo. Essentially, Zoro's Ashura is equivalent to basic conch coating that we see characters like Luffy, Kaido and Yamato use on Rooftop. This was later confirmed by Kaido himself. In the fight with King, we know Enma starts up the Suck Factory and nearly gets Zoro deleted several times. However, mid-fight, Zoro realizes the only way to succeed is to stop regulating his Ryo and let Enma release it all. This allowed Zoro's Ryo to fully stretch out, granting his swords more cutting ability than normal more Buso Haki buffs, and a latent Conqueror's coating buff. Essentially, KoH is more than just basic conch coating like people tend to assume. It's a buff that fully releases Zoro's power, in exchange for his stamina. In essence, KoH functions similar to Gear 4, except also adding the benefits of conch coating.